Wagwan bruv, welcome back to another installment of Edutainment. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing more and saying less. Now I love when artists and people who are notable figures in society, one way or another, at least they have some clout, are able to talk about touchy subjects and really relay their experience with it. And essentially in this interview on The Breakfast Club, a boogie with the hoodie, a boogie, talked about his experience quitting weed. I think these conversations are important because it allows people to know, like, yo, there is a negative, there is a downside to, you know, weed usage and the overconsumption and abuse of weed, right? In terms of your creativity, your productivity, and really getting to that next level of life that you really want to achieve at. So no long talk, we'll get into the interview, and obviously I'll give my expertise commentary on the subject. So let's get into it.
Work with certain people like Rihanna and Adele, and even like when it comes to overseas, like I feel like I really got to go out there more. I've been in America for a long time, and
it's a great influence when you go other places and hear different types of music being played in the club.
Yeah, exactly. And they love to see other people show love when it comes to outside of their country.
So what's your relationship with Uzi?
Me and Uzi, that's my brother right there. So that's just like, that's regular. That's like me and niggas from Highbridge type shit.
Man, how did y'all get up? How did y'all get so close?
I don't even remember. That's how real it is. Like, we just connected, started vibing out. Like, I met him when I first came up, though. We met up in the back room, started, like, for me, that's when I was getting high, smoking backwoods and all that. And we were just chopping it up. From there, it was like, I already knew him. It felt like I've been knowing him from there. And every time I see him, it was not but love. Or
you don't smoke no more? You said you used to smoke.
Yeah, I don't smoke no more now.
What made you put it down?
Can't focus no more.
Really?
Nah, it's too much. Or
you feel more productive without it?
Yeah, I feel way more productive without it.
Do you have a vice now? Or you just
imagine all the shit you could have got done if you weren't always high.
Not as long as we have our imagination.
Right? One of the best ways to actually limit the amount of time you're getting high throughout, let's say maybe you smoke daily right now, or you smoke multiple times in a day. Limit your first smoke, if you can, towards the afternoon or the evening, and gradually start smoking less. So what you want to do essentially is to start smoking less, or even quit if you so desire to, is to make your mornings as busy as possible. The less you have going on in the mornings, the less like responsibilities you have in the mornings, the more likely you are to, you know what they say, idle hands are the devil's handiwork. The less busy you are, the more bored you are, the more likely you are to, you know, wake and bake or smoke a joint, smoke a spliff, get a bong, because you don't have anything going on, right? So one of the strategies is to essentially push back your first smoke session, whatever it is, towards the evening or later on in the day. And as a result, you won't always be high throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? It's better to have that one session in the evening than to have multiple sessions that kind of make you disorientated and doesn't allow you to, you know, get shit done at work. And not only get shit done and maintain your status, like your income, but to also increase your income. Because, yo, if you're always high, you won't ever have the opportunity or the ability to create a side hustle or another side source of income, right? I'm not sure about you, but for me personally, I'm not happy with how much money I'm currently making.
I'm semi, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply. I call it math for mathematics.
I need to be making more. Not just for myself, but to make sure that I'm good, to make sure that my parents are good, so they can stop saying the whole, oh, I brought you to Canada, you wouldn't be here without us. Immigrant parents will always say that shit. Like, you know how much I struggled to get you here? You know how much I suffered to get you? Right? So if you're an immigrant, your child of immigrant parents, you understand. You want to be able to pay them back, whether it is buy them a house, take care of their bills for forever, so that they can stop using that against you. But let's get back into the interview.
Oh, you just going there with just a clear head, no drink,
nah, everybody their own person. Like, it don't harm nobody. It's a good thing, you know. I'm just saying.
You drink still or not?
A little sip here and there.
You know, so you, even when you're around, because somebody in there smell like Kush. I don't know if it's you, but
I think it's my
okay.
It's my assistant is saying.
Oh, all right. You don't never be tempted?
Nah, not really.
How long you been off
Sometimes I think about it, but I'm like, nah, I don't need that shit.
How long you been off it?
Nigga sound like you talking about some other shit. Nigga say, how long you been off it? Nigga?
Like he's addicted to it.
Man, like I'm addicted to my name is Artist.
When
and I'm
did you
addicted
stop smoking weed?
My name is Artist and I'm addicted.
See, that's the thing, bro. People, I really want to harp on this subject, man. Like, you can definitely get addicted to weed. It's not as bad. It's not like you don't feel it physically as some of these other, like, alcohol withdrawal, heroin, crystal methamphetamine, stuff like that. But you still can get addicted to it. You can still become overly dependent on weed to, you know, function, quote unquote. And even like him having his assistant still smoke, not the best idea. His assistant should not be smoking anything. You should not, especially in the early stages of trying to quit. And even when you have quit for a long time, you want to limit your interaction and how much contact you have with weed, in this case, as much as possible. The more likely you are to be around it. Like, who are your 5 closest friends right now? Do they smoke a lot? And are they always usually high? If your closest people around you are always high, always, you know, indulging in a smoking session, then it's time to cut it.
It's 2018 and my cutoff game is getting stronger and stronger every motherfucking year, and let me tell you how. If I asked you how your day, you was like, oh, my day was pretty cut off. You took too motherfucking long to answer. I'm not playing with y'all in 2018. My cutoff game shorter than my motherfucking hair. Cut the fuck off.
Not cut them off in terms of like forever, but like just limit your interaction with them. Just let them know, yo, I'm trying to quit, and this is the reason why I can't be around you as much. If you still want to chill, smoking can't be involved, right? Do you hang around these people and only smoke? Or do you only hang around these people because, you know, you have the joint connection of weed? So that's something to think about. So limit your interaction with weed as much as possible. And instead of taking a hard, like, THC strain, try taking CBD, like a more CBD focused aspect of weed, so that it's not as, it doesn't make you sedated. You know, weed has the calming effect, but once you get high volumes of THC in your weed, you pretty much can't do nothing the rest of the day. So get the CBD version of it. I think there's one that's called Harley TSU. Get an 1/8 of an ounce of that, and that will still give you the high, but without like you not being able to function and do other shit for the rest of the day. So that's something to think about.
Nah, man, it wasn't a big thing like that, man. I'm a music head, so it's all like I'm into the, feel me? I'm into the music scenery.
And it's probably about your voice too. I'm sure, like,
yeah, that's what it really
your
is.
lungs and your, you know.
I had a music teacher for one day when I first came up, and he told me I can't smoke. And that's why I stopped seeing him, to be honest.
Give you that advice that's good for you, but you don't want to hear.
But I'm
real advice.
I'm mad I really didn't take his advice though, because my voice been changing over the years, and it's like, it's not in a bad way. It's just that I know it could have been crazy.
There's this thing called puberty as well. You know what I'm saying? You are getting older, hey B.
Yeah, I always had a little baby voice though, so it's nothing.
Yeah. So essentially, yeah, he talked about it. Like, he kind of like played it off as if it was nothing. I mean, it is nothing. It's not as bad, but why do you want to compare, like, just because it's not as bad doesn't mean it's not harmful or doesn't have harmful possibilities. Just look at your life, look at where you are right now, and is weed helping or hindering you from getting to where you want to be in life? If you're at a point where you're comfortable and you're chilling, and weed either is not preventing you from going further in life, or it's not preventing you from functioning in other areas, in your finances, your health, your relationships, then it's whatever. But like, you know you better than anybody else. He who masters himself masters all. Shout out to Lao Tzu. So you know yourself, you know if you're on the right path with regards to your relationship with weed, or if, you know, you need to cut it down or quit for 30 days or forever. So that's something to think about. But yo, God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste. Always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. Whatever you're watching, whatever you're listening to, whatever you're eating, if it doesn't feed you, if it doesn't feed you or make you better, cut that shit off. And remember as well, too much of any good thing is good for nothing. How you doing today? I'm doing more, I'm saying less. Alright, deuces.
Oh my days, we grind all day. Oh my days.
Sweet one looking like a Kardashian. So bad, it don't matter what car that she in. Give her seasoned wood, now she back again. It shows she's never really been with an African.